All right, let's review academic probation. So, academic probation is for 2 parts of term. From the time that you're notified, you'll have 2 parts of term to get your GPA above a 2.0. Okay. So, an example of what that looks like is, let's say that at the end of spring one, you were sent an email that your GPA was below a 2.0 and that you were entering a probation period. Then the very next part of term, you will start your probation period and you will continue on it for 2 parts of term. Okay. So if you were notified in spring one, then that would be spring two and summer one. And then once you're done with 2 parts of term, your GPA would be evaluated and it needs to be above a 2.0 at that time. Now, what's important to remember about the probation period is that W's, drops, and even academic breaks count. Okay, so they're going to look at the time period, the 2 parts of term. And W's, drops, and breaks, by the way, may also impact your financial aid. So it is important to talk to your financial advisor and keep them, in the loop so that you know how to prepare on that end as well. So, what if you don't finish above a 2.0? Then you will be emailed a suspension email, and suspension is also for 2 parts of term. You will have to complete a readmissions application to return. Okay. Now, let's say there was some extenuating circumstances. Well, you can request to come back 1 part of term early. If there's extenuating circumstances to your probation and suspension. Okay. So you just want to make an appointment with your student success advisor in order to get that request submitted. All right. So why is this happening? Well, you have to be above a 2.0 to graduate. So probation and suspension can be just a normal part of the journey. Sometimes life happens, right? And so you just want to make sure that you're doing what you need to get back on track. If we did not do this, then you may get all the way to graduation and not be at the right GPA, right? So we want to make sure you're on track to graduate. That's the reason why. It's so important that you are keeping track of where your GPA is. It shouldn't be a surprise when these things happen. Now, know that retaking classes that's normally the best way to bring that GPA back up. Your newest attempt to that class is what's going to count. Okay. So if you made a D, but then you failed the second time, unfortunately, it's going to be that second attempt that counts. All right. A good GPA calculator is gpacalculator.net. That's a good source. And again, be sure that when you're calculating that, you're deleting the retakes. All right. All right. So go ahead and make an appointment with your success advisor so that you guys can put your heads together and find out what the best plan is to be successful moving forward. I hope this was helpful. Have a great day.